two-day symposium at Joint Base Lewis McChord helps female veterans and military wives transitioning to new careers. Here to tell us more about Redefine Your Future, that event, is its founder, Shelley Willis, and participant, Andrea Toney. It's good to have you both here.
Good to be here.
So tell me what this is all about. How did this event come about?
So we are a nonprofit that was created to empower service women, women veterans, and military spouses through transition while they start to completely redefine their lifestyles and their perspectives after military service.
After military service. And why did you include military wives in that?
Because they serve too, and they don't realize it. Military spouses, they do everything to hold up the rear, to support, everything in the rear while their service member is out serving their country.
That's somewhat unusual though, right? To include them. And I was thinking about the fact that my dad was career military, and when we finally lived off base when I was a teenager, I had no idea what was going on socially. That was so different from living on base that yes, the whole family serves, and transitioning is not easy. So why are events like this necessary? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I am a retired Master Sergeant from the Army. I'm medically separated. And these events are are very necessary because as women, we are, whether told or forced or felt that we need to hide a part of ourselves, whether it be emotional or family problems, where we're kind of forced to give 110% on both fronts,
and be squared away. No problems.
No issues. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed every morning, and that's just not reality. So as I was transitioning, I went to the symposium. I don't know if Shelley knows this, to get 2 days off. It had nothing to do with hard charging. No, it was just 2 days off. Yes, thank you. And I went in with the thought process of being in for 15 years and have gone through all this, mess that you deal with in the military, that I got this. Transition's going to be easy. No big deal. I've got all these skills that go on my resume. I just hand them out and I'll get plucked up for a job. Well, even though my main goal was to sit on my couch and eat bonbons while I was watching TV after I got out for a little while. But after the first day of the symposium, listening to other women and what they had gone through and dealt with, I was like, wow, I am nowhere near ready like I thought that I was going to. And the preparation that the Army gives you and the skills that the Army gives you does not translate very well to civilian life. So they're
useful skills. You just have to learn how to talk about them in a way that applies to civilian life, and that's not automatic.
It's not. Like marketing yourself. When I walk into a room of military people, when I say I'm a retired Master Sergeant, that means something. But to introduce myself to a group of civilians, they're like, what? I'm not sure. So it's marketing yourself is very, very difficult, and it's very different. So by the end of the first day, I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I got myself into. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know how I'm going to make it.
You did, right?
Exactly. And by the second day, I was like, this is amazing. I'm so happy that I came. I've got so much out of just the 2-day symposium that is still, we were just talking about this outside, that is still changing my life. I'm redefining every day, whether I realize it or not. So it is an amazing program. And there's things that, as women, we think that we don't need, but we really do.
Like?
A community of other women that have dealt with the things that you've dealt with, that want to do nothing but lift you up. Because as women, we can be kind of catty with each other, but this is not that. Everybody,
it's a supportive environment.
Exactly is.
And that was, in fact, my next question, how important it is to be in a group of people who understand your journey. They're going through the same things, and so you can really kind of bond and offer each other good suggestions.
We have to work together to support each other to and through transition. And transition is a process. This is a journey. I'm still transitioning, and I retired in 2013. So it's never ending, but you have to know that it's iterative, it's a process, and create a community of practice where we're all really, really, holding each other accountable, which is very important, because without accountability, you still can, there's no one watching, who's going to know if I fall short. But we have to be bold and brave in that, and accept ourselves for where we're at, and then create a new vision for ourselves for where we're going.
And lots of people are going through lots of different transitions. All of these skills are helpful to that. But can you give us some more examples of maybe what people who are coming out of the military might be facing that's particular to their circumstance?
Things such as, they could be going through could have suffered loss. There's no healing process there when you're suffering a loss or if you've gone through something traumatic. Really struggling with their family dynamics. not knowing whether or not they have their voice. And for women in particular, we don't use our voices enough. When the playing field is leveled, we look like the person to our left and our right, then we all feel very equalized. But when we're coming out of the military, that is not the case. So some of the different dynamics that women who serve don't necessarily have to deal with all of the time, such as the glass ceiling and, you know, the level of competitiveness to use their voice to get what they need and ask for it. Those are some of the things that they're having to deal with. But we want to be the mitigator to homelessness, trying to keep that number down for the number of homeless veterans. We want to be a mitigator to keep the unemployment rate down. We want to make sure that we show you how to navigate the water so that you can negotiate and get the career, the career you're looking for. I always tell them, I don't care if you want to sit at home and make pinwheels. You have to deal with yourself first if you want to be the best pinwheel maker in the world. So it's very important that holistically you deal with the person. And so regardless of what's next or what situations they could be going through, if you don't deal with you first, which is why redefining your future is really all you need to focus on in order for everything else around you to work out.
To come along.
Yes.
Thank you both very much for helping us understand this better. The Redefined Your Future event is happening at Joint Base Lewis McChord tomorrow and Thursday, September 6th and 7th, and we've put all the information you need on New Day's homepage. Up next, what it's like for first responders on the front lines of Hurricane Harvey and the aftermath, back after this.